Hello everyone, welcome to this new tutorial. Here it is Charles from Dravia Studio, and today we will learn how to create a simple LED light source with Blender and Luxcore as always. So first of all, we design the scene, we set the camera, add a plane. We are just creating a setup for a studio lighting. Okay, change the camera head X 90 degrees, increase the size of the camera for better grabbing. As you can see, seems like there is here it is wrong, so rotate. Yeah, nice now. Okay, and now that I have it, we change this one a little bit, and seems good. Smooth modifier, and it's quite good. Save it. This is the old file, so I create a new one, LD. Okay. Now that you're here, switch to Luxcore render. Make sure your camera is selected. Go to the camera panel, change this to 1 and disable auto brightness. When it's done, everything is good. Go back. Now we're going to model our LED light source. Add a plane, turn it in edit mode, subdivide, select, and I hope you understand what I'm doing. Okay, select this one and this one, connect. Okay, now add shape here. Okay, something like this. Add a screw modifier. Okay, so we have a beautiful shape now. Make it a bit longer. It's nice. Then now a bit longer. Okay. Increase the size. Okay. To B again. V. Okay. And more detail here and here. Okay, it's done. Control B, it's done. Okay, now that everything is good, select merge vertices, apply, and now go to metric place and change the metrics. Now you can see that there is some wrong normal here. So we change this part and we check to remove some doubles vertices, and there is nothing, and we say remove at 0 vertices. Okay, everything is quite good. So now we will model the metallic part at the plane. Hide everything but like this part only, and now we check the leg of the light source and make it a bit longer, so at the end of the tutorial we can control everything and everything will be very nice indeed. As you can see, the legs are too great, so change it to make it a bit beautiful and to make it just as good as possible, and I think this one is better. Now that is better, switch to edit mode again. We add some detail. This face will be the light source, so we separate it, give it some thickness. That's great. And now let's model this part a bit to make it a bit fancy. a bit nice, a bit more designed. Okay, like this, and another vertices here to this part, so this look like a real one. Then what do we do? Something like this, something like this. Okay, I think this is quite good, interesting. Change this part, and we gave it some thickness again. I think this part is nice. Okay, correct the normal, and then now we add some bevel to the edge. We select sharp edge, it's done, and just Control B, add details. Okay, error here, we don't have to add sharp edge here, as is the emitting light source. And okay, everything is correct. Make everything appear again, separate this part, add it a subsurface modifier to have more detail on it, and apply it, and go back to make everything good. Okay, now we are on the next part, creating the shader. The first shader we are going to create is the glass, the shape of the LED light source. Create, okay, LED shape glass. Okay, for it we switch to node editor, as Luxcore is based on node creation for shader, and take glass. You can see the preview here, and for this one let's add a rough glass, as it is not correctly clear. A rough glass, and let it like this. Select the metallic part, add metal LED, correct, and now add metal, and it's done. Not too metallic, so add 0.1, make it a bit dark, and I think this one is good also. Okay, this one is good. And the next shader we have to add is the emitter, LED. Okay, it's correct again. How you do this? By default, the shader that Luxcore add to you when you create a new shader is a matte shader. Matte shader is the same as diffuse in cycle and over render. Matte shader. When you want to add an emission, you have to add emission. Click here. Just as always, reduce this one to 1 and put 1 here, and we will check the correct value as we progress in the tutorial. Okay, all the shaders are here, so now we have to add the emit to the emitting box, and it's done. Go to check. Okay, modify, apply here again, and make all the same one. Now we put the center of the object at the back of the light source. We check the dimension, so 8 meter, so we want to reduce it by a good measure. Switch to cursor, and now reduce 0.02. Now check the size of this part, 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter, it's too big. Reduce it again, 0.2. Okay, now we check the dimension again to make it real world 1 centimeter. I think this can be very interesting. It's good for me. And let's go to put our light in the correct layer, move it, change to median point, look here how it is, place the camera. Okay, now as always go for none, no light source, no flat color, none. Okay, it's great. Check border for the camera. Okay, it's done. Check now to look how it is. Okay, oh, we see almost nothing. The object is so little. Okay, we select our light source here and we come closer, and as you can see there is a lot of light and a fireflies always. Now we go for clamping to have a better rendering clamp output. As always I use a very low value, something like 30 is nice for me. And as I use rough glass here, I go to increase the glossy to something like 16, diffuse 4, let's diffuse for 6, and specular 16, and total path 16 also. Now increase here to 90. Block power, this is for adaptiveness to get better output. As you can see, I think that the light source is a bit stronger, so I go to reduce it by 0.1, so we can see something very interesting, very nice. 0.03, this one is good. Then make sure you switch to filmic mode. Okay, you get it nice, and medium high contrast. It is very good. As you can see, everything seems to be nice. Okay, now it's not the hand. We go here and we are going to make something very interesting. We want our LED light source to be less clear, to be a bit fuzzy, as we want light to scatter inside the LED light source. So let's change our LED light shape. We want to add it a volume, interior volume, show it, change the name, LED volume. Okay, LED volume. Okay, it's nice. As you can see, it is just a clear. Now that delete it, add a volume, homogeneous volume, what we use to create subsurface scattering skin. So multi-scattering, and change the absorption to 0.1, and now add a color to the absorption. I use to take red, and this is all I think. And here, okay, I reduce the value here and increase the scattering to 30. So we have this, and now check how it look. As you can see, we have now the light is scattering inside the LED. It is different from the previous clear glass. If you make it like this, clear, and if you make it like this, now you are scattering inside. As you can see, the scattering turned to be yellowish, but we need it to be reddish, so we have to reduce the value to make it closer to the correct one. So reduce to 1 centimeter, and it is just great. Okay, I think that everything seems good. It's a bit It's a bit too much, so let's use 15. Okay, I think 15 is good for me, so I turn to, you can let this one, it's not a problem. Go back, and I think we can use it like this. Okay, now we can make our scene to look a bit better. Okay, Shift D, Shift D, Shift D, Shift D, Shift D. Okay, you have to duplicate everything. We want to create more interesting things, so let's duplicate this part to here. Okay, 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 a bit like this, and okay, duplicate it like this, and what, so delete this one. Okay, check the camera, Shift D, duplicate like this again and again. Now we want to add some random rotation, so select random, select random. Okay, then make random again, random transform. Okay, it doesn't work, so let me do it by my hand. No, not this way. I think I do it like this. Let's add proportional edit and switch to random. I don't want the camera and the plane to be affected, so let's check it like this. G and okay, reduce random button and try to make things like this. Try to make it like this. Okay, make it like this. Try to make it like this, and try to make it like this. Try to make it very interesting. Okay, select all this, put it another layer, and make everything appear. And now check, as you can see, and check the proportional edit. Now we want to have a better camera position, so let's place our camera to the right position. The scene is very small, so it is an unusual situation, but let's use it. And let me change the camera clipping value to something, not this one. Okay, and it is this one, and I think it is correct, but as always seems to be a problem. Okay, display 3D cursor view 1 mm. Okay, I think everything seems to be good, so let me measure this, because I've 8 mm. very small, very small. Okay, but this is the correct value, so don't worry. Put the camera back, and now we try to, okay, look like this. Okay, this part is a bit tricky. And now go here and we try to add more objects to the scene, like this. Okay, something like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Don't worry, after that we can delete every unnecessary object. We can reduce the size. I have to populate this part. Okay, it seems to be interesting. So now active proportional edit, and just check this. Pay attention, because some objects start to mix to other objects, so you have to be careful on it. Okay, make it, and I think it's just seems to work. And add the camera now, and we have to delete all those things, but increase this one to 15. Okay, so you can see a lot more things. Increase the value. Things are a bit too correct here, so just switch, make this one unselectable. Okay, so nothing can change it. Active proportional edit. Okay, I think I have to switch back to this part. Okay, select this one, reduce the proportion. Okay, we have to edit it by hand. You can see, okay, some change. We just want to add some randomness inside it to make it a bit better. Okay. Now we have to delete some parts, so just keep the camera like this and check proportional edit, enable the layer. It's pretty time consuming, this part. Never think it will be like this, but we have to do it anyway. Just select all those parts, align, okay, and you can add more detail here. So I have to deselect this one, make it like this, and make it like this, and I have to uncheck these parts. We are doing it together. Okay, seems to be good. Okay, like this, and just select this one, and okay, now we have to destroy all useless things around the camera, so we get some optimization. Okay, okay, now you can just try to make things a bit well, and like this. And now I think this one is not that bad, so we can see how things look like. Go to the render engine and just hit F12. Wait for the render to complete. As you can see, everything in the render view is reddish. Now we are going to change it and maybe reduce a bit the emission value. We don't have the noiser, so let's enable the noiser here. Make sure it is Intel denoiser, and we will reduce the light intensity, make it better. Let's go for something like 0.1 and check F12 again. Okay, let's render a bit. So we have the first result, and after that okay, seems to be on the correct way, but we want to see how it's look when denoised. Color balance, okay, there is too much light, so we have to increase the number, the volume opacity here. Let's increase it to something like 14, and 3 centimeter, and not 3 centimeter, 3 centimeter I think is a good value, 3 centimeter, and 0.1. okay, let's 0.1, and we want to have some random color here, so let's go to check the ME LED light source. So how to make every color here to be random. So, as you can see, everything is yellow here, but if we change it to something like blue, okay, we see there is blue everywhere. So now we change it. You have to check this option, object ID, make sure color is selected, add another HSV node and put it here. Now with this node, we will have for every object in the scene a new random color. Okay, now as you can see, there are random color everywhere. This is what we are searching for, and I think it is interesting. So you can change color by playing with this, add more saturation like this. Okay, you can make it random, check it like this. Okay, 0.4 is correct for me. So I want to tweak a bit the camera again, so I will have something really better. I don't want to have some strange looking results at the end here, so I put it like this. Sorry for all the noise, you understand. Okay, I think everything seems to be interesting now. Okay, now I want to check this one. Okay, I want to check this one and check this one too. Okay, to have some detail at the end. Okay, be sure you have this one like this, and make sure your clipping value is small again. Increase this and reduce this, then you can duplicate everything here. Okay, 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 okay. Shift D, Shift C, and put it here. Okay, I think everything is correct now. This one is not doing anything, so put it here, or add another one here. I want to rotate this one. Okay, quite good, quite interesting. Reduce the size to make it a bit faster, and let's look the render. I think it's nice, and everything's to be simple from the modeling part to the engine setup part. As you can see, the scene setup take a bit more time, and okay, it seems to be interesting. We are not using OpenCL at now, so let's see how it looks. Okay, this is what it looks like, and I think all the light sources are a bit too reddish, so I want to reduce it by select this one and use a smaller value here, another value here to make it better, and I want the color here to be a bit normal. Don't want it to be too strange, and I don't want it to be too strong again. And to make it interesting, let's add make it interesting. Let's add some nice thing here. let's add a depth of field. Add a empty sphere. I used to use sphere. Okay, and put it somewhere here. Nice. We choose, select the camera, go to camera setup and search for depth of field. Use 5 or 6, and okay, everything seems to be good again and again, but check empty as okay. Now we go to change our, we want light to come here. Okay, make it selectable and drag it like this. So now we are light here. Okay, now I think I should render it, but with a faster method. Use OpenCL, and I have 2 GPU, NVIDIA and AMD, so I will use all the power. Not problem. So let's increase the fan speed to make it a bit faster. You can hear the fan screaming, but I think we get more performance now. Tap 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 tap. There is a lot of color everywhere. Okay, the depth of field seems to be too strong. So we reduce the depth of field and we will add another things. Okay, I want less powerful light, so let's go to emulate and reduce it again. We can reduce the efficacy to something like 0.5, so it is more interesting. It is really strong, and let's change the f-stop value to something like 8, and okay, I think this one is good. And let's check the color, the intensity of the light source. Okay. I think that everything seems to be nice, but now we need to add more detail in this render. We will use the new function Luxcore photon GI cache, increase it to 16, we choose this one to 2, and just it render better, and just wait for the render to complete. As you can see, everything's to be good, so for the final result and the fine tuning I will let you decide and explore over value and try to figure out what kind of setting give you the best result. So I think this one is good. We will check how the final render of the tutorial look like now with Photon GI, and we will stop there, I think, because everything seems to be nice now. As you can see, we have more detail from every light in the scene. You cannot see it now, but we can compare at the end. Seems to be nice, but I have the feeling that the strength of the light seems to be low now. Okay, so we can add more light. Select this one, switch back to this, select the enemy light and give it a light so it's even, and increase this one too. Okay, I think those values are correct. Okay. Now launch the render. I hope this one will be the best one. Anyway, at the end you will have the possibility to download an original, well fine-tuned version of this scene, so you can make your experimentation and try to figure out what is good or what is not, but you have now the correct understanding of how things is going by here. Okay, so by adding more light, as you can see, okay, we have some light reflection on the legs of every LED light. So just let it render. And okay, so thank you for watching this tutorial, and I hope I see you the next time with another very good tutorial. I hope you like this one, and if you have time and you want to see our work, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and also go to the Luxcore or Luxcore website and check how things involved. And now we have some nice progress on the Max plugin, and also some nice progress on the SketchUp plugin, the Maya plugin. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching. See you the next time.